Your dad would say that?
My dad would say that I send money to my dad so that he can be comfortable with
their family. He's a pastor?
No, he's not a pastor anymore. They stopped being a pastor when I was like 18.
Okay, but he was, and he retained his faith, right?
He did. I'm his daughter, though. I'm not just some stranger. He's like, you know what? If I want her in my life.
Doesn't that make it worse? Wouldn't that make it worse?
Not. Don't you have to accept your kids for who they
are?
Yeah. What?
And so
what?
No.
So wait.
Guys, one mic at a time.
Are you
One
just
mic at a
saying
time.
that, like,
I'll let you come in.
Go ahead. I'll answer the question.
If you had a kid and they were doing OnlyFans, what? You just disown them because they made a bad decision.
Until they clean their life up, yeah.
You're a bad parent.
Wow, that's
my family would
bad parenting.
My family would 100% disown me.
Okay, well then,
100%.
What about you're a bad kid?
No,
okay,
you couldn't
we're allowed to make
Guys, please.
One
person speaking at a time. Go ahead.
You can think your kid is bad.
Go ahead.
You can think your kid is bad and disagree with their life choices, sure, but as a parent, you're supposed to be like a guiding figure and a loving figure, and part of that is not abandoning them in their time of need. And if you want to talk about Christianity, if you want to talk about like God and Jesus and the countless stories there are in the Bible of like still
I gotta respond to this. Okay, listen. First of all, let's dive into this just a little bit. Okay, my daughter calls me up and she's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm still going to be doing OnlyFans, but I'm kind of thinking about not doing it." Right? I would say, "Yes, absolutely, don't do it." In her situation, she's like, "No, he would totally be cool with it."
You're saying you would disown your child. You're saying you would say, "Be gone, child."
What was the context? The context is until what?
No, the context was we asked the question was straightforwardly asked. If you found out your daughter had OnlyFans, what would you do?
And I said until she cleaned up, I would not be participating with her or allow her in my life.
You said you would.
It's probably easier to
own her.
Why is that awful?
Because you're not supporting your child anymore.
Yeah, I'm not supporting bad, horrible decisions that they're making.
But you shouldn't disown
I'm making
them.
them face consequences.
A decision doesn't make them as a whole, though.
Yeah, the thing
you all know better. You literally told me you know for sure what you're doing is bad, and you're just going to do it anyway. And then you're like, "Dad, support it. It's crazy."
Who said it's bad, though?
That's crazy.
Her dad doesn't support, she might not support what she does, OnlyFans, whatever, but he's like, "You know what? You're my daughter. What you want to do with your life?" That doesn't mean I'm saying, go fucking do that.
Yeah, but are you sure that this isn't
but
just
I love
cope?
you and I'm still going to be in your life.
Are you sure that's not just cope because the same thing could happen to you?
Well, that's not true at all, though.
Yeah, isn't it, though? Isn't it really cope? You're just upset because your parents might actually do this to you. They might make you feel the consequences of this, right?
Well, then let them. And then what? You're just an independent without parents that don't
So if you don't care if they disown you, why would you say they're a bad parent?
No, of course I care.
I'm calling you a bad parent.
One at a time.
Do you think your daughter would care if you abandoned her? Very
it's
simple.
not abandoning you're abandoning
saying
an
you
adult.
disown her.
An adult?
Yes, you can. There is no age that you cannot abandon your child.
Stuck with your kids when they're 60 and making bad choices in your 80s?
You don't have to support them. Nobody said you have to. You don't have to say, okay, you don't have to say every decision they do is good. You don't have to support every decision they do. But that is very distinct than disowning your own child. And I hope we can all agree.
Do you know what a limit is?
Yeah, you're allowed to have. Let's make
Stop
a
being
scenario.
so emotional and be logical for 5 seconds.
I am being logical.
Here, go ahead.
For me, so my mom, she's extremely Catholic. She grew up in the Philippines, the only place where divorce is illegal. And she first found out, obviously there was a stagnation in our relationship. We're distant.
Hold up. You'll go right after this.
Alexa, the only sane one, as a tech PM, do you think big tech censors Brixton because he redirects real debates to get into 6-way of 304 fest fights, then complains, is part of it? He disagrees. Fight.
Wait, what?
What?
Do you think big tech censors Brian because he redirects real debates to get into 6-way OF 304 fist fights?
Doing the debates. Needed a break. That was it. We're coming back to it, though.
Well, the